Life of Bears on January 31st at the Des Moines Civic Center.
Live on
Hear
Facebook.
what she learned about the movements and behaviors of these bears. Tickets start at $18. The Iowa Wolves are back at home again on Friday, February 4th and 5th, taking on the Austin Spurs both days at Wells Fargo Arena. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on the 4th and 3 p.m. on the 5th. Want to catch Des Moines? Then catch us at catchdesmoines.com.
The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC. KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader.
And that was gone!
A Des Moines radio group station.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by good friends out of Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. Hope everyone's having a great snowy Saturday all across the good old US of A. Spitting some snow up here in Des Moines today, so everybody be careful out there. Morning, Rick. Good morning, Fishing Dave. Good to see everybody on Facebook Live that's tuning in. Thanks to the fine folks at Imperial RV Centers for helping us do the live stream each and every week right there. Got a fun show for you today. We're going to be talking to the Hall of Famer, Mr. Paul Butski. Paul's a National Turkey Federation Hall of Famer and just an all-right guy. Have a Sportsman's Warehouse fishing report and some other outdoor news for you. So after that, it's just you, I, and Andrew. So we'll have some fun with that. Smoking Joe will be in sometime in today, and we got a bunch of other stuff to tell you about as well. Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage, $60 a month. We'll get you 1 month free when you pay for the year in advance. A big old 12 by 50 assigned spot, security gates 24/7, security cameras, discounts for multiple spots. Just all you got to do is give them a holler at 515-822-1362. 515-822-1362. They'll make you an appointment, fill out an application, and pick your spot. Locally owned and operated there in Carlisle. That's where I keep my stuff, and they're good, fine folks over there at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. Got some exciting news to tell you about. Got a couple more shows coming to the Outdoor Call Network we'll talk about, and I think you'll be pretty happy with that, especially all my upland buddies. So we'll talk to you more about that as we get closer to that. Let's head over to the phones. Talk to my friend, Mr. Paul Butski, Mr. Hall of Fame. How's he doing, Paul?
Mr. Outdoors Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Been a while, Paul. How you been?
I've been great. How you been?
Just I don't know yet. I'm pulled in so many directions. It's hard to figure out what the day looks like.
Actually, I am too. So.
Yeah. What are you doing now? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, I'm still with GSM Outdoors. I just got through with ATA and SHOT Show and a couple of other shows coming up. The Turkey Federation coming up, and still wide open.
You're getting into your wheelhouse.
In the wheelhouse, yeah. My wheelhouse is coming up in March.
Yeah. You get to go hit the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, Paul, it's amazing to me. I mean, you've been doing this longer than I have. I've been turkey hunting for 35, 36 years, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's really crazy to see the changes that have happened the last 6, 7 years, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it has, no doubt. I started back in the late 60s, and we just had a fall season, didn't even have spring season. And I've seen so many changes. I've seen the population skyrocket. I've seen it plummet. I've seen it just up and down, and it's a whirlwind thing, and but turkeys, they're resilient and they bounce back, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now that kind of hurting it, but they're still there.
Yeah, it's I think the '80s was the heyday.
No doubt.
I don't know what happened or why. I guess there was more fence rows in and more nesting cover, or but I mean I just remember going out and it'd be nothing to hear 25, 30, 40 toms on a ridge firing off, and I miss those days.
Well, I do too, and you still find some areas where it's pretty good, but I mean it's more pocketed areas. The population has definitely been hurt pretty bad. I think it's a combination of things with predation and like you say, loss of habitat and things like that, and it's just built up but like up in the area where I'm from, I'm up in southern tier of New York State, and we always had great turkey hunting through the years, and it's dropped way off. But these last couple of years, I've actually been seeing more and more turkeys. So hopefully it's on an upswing again. But it's not like it was. You hit any valley you went into, you can call and you had to get turkeys a gobble. But now it's kind of they're like in pockets.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to nail some turkey biologists down. They've been doing nesting studies and poult mortality studies and a whole bunch of stuff. And this is my humble opinion, and you can take that for what it's worth. But I think predation's got the biggest impact on everything. The fine folks out there, they're just not trapping like they used to. We have some people out trapping, God bless them. That is helping, but I just the price of fur is not worth hardly anything, so people aren't doing it like they were 25, 30 years ago. I mean, I know friends of mine that used to go run trap lines, Paul, and they that would pay for their elk hunts or their moose hunts and stuff every year. They made quite a bit of money.
No doubt. And I agree with you 100%. I think the predation factor that people aren't trapping, and God, there's so many coons and possums and skunks and everything out there. I mean, this fall, on my camera, I looked and I seen like 25. They were off in a distance. I looked and there's a flock of turkeys on my property there now. And then I look at it again, and they were all coons.
Yeah,
they're all coons. There's like 25 or 30 of them.
Yeah,
baby coons and mothers, and oh my God. So yeah, they take their toll.
Oh, and you got snakes and squirrels, crows, and then you got the mortality from the raptors. You got the hawks and the eagles eating the poults.
Yep, and the eagle population is really strong around this area too now.
Yeah.
Where it never used to be. And they do, and they take their bobcats. I mean, we got more bobcats. We got a season on them now. We never had that.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of a lot of things. But I mean, turkey has a rough time making it through nesting season. There's no doubt about it.
Well, and God bless them. They keep trying to re-nest, but every time and that's not even counting the weather. I mean, flooding and other stuff that they have to deal with. But every time they re-nest, I mean, their clutch loses a couple eggs. So, it's just, they got a lot of going against them. That's for sure. You're in the Hall of Fame. You got some swag. What's the NWTF doing about this stuff?
Well, actually, I asked a couple of people about that. I mean, what they're trying to do is make people aware, habitat and how people to try to manage their property a little better. I mean, they agree that the predation is a big problem, and I got a friend of mine that manages a 27,000 acre place down around Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, it's just one big block of property, and they have so many turkeys, unbelievable. But they pretty much eradicated the predators. They trap, they live trap everything, the coons and everything, and you don't see that stuff on there. And they get so many turkeys, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I mean, that tells me how much of a factor that is. And it's hard to say what the Turkey Federation can do about it, other than make people aware and promote trapping, I guess you would say, and try to keep the population down as far as the predators.
What I think would be nice, and again, this is just my 2 cents. You can take that for what it's worth, but I'd like to see some of these conservation groups like Pheasants Forever, Quail Unlimited, or Quail Forever, DNWTF, and actually work with conservation agencies and establish like a bounty where people can incentivize them to do more trapping. And South Dakota, they started a bounty program for kids, and they'd actually give them the traps and everything.
That's awesome.
You know,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I mean, it affects all ground nesting birds, not just
Sure.
turkeys. So it'd be nice to see if we could get something like that started. Everybody's out there working hard, putting those dinners together in their local communities. It'd be nice to see some of that set aside to kind of help with that problem. And that's only part of it, because I do agree with biologists. Part of it is habitat. You got so many people that have taken the nesting cover out. And Paul, you know more about this than I do, but those hens, if they don't have the places to go put their eggs and raise those poults, they're gonna move to where they got good nesting cover.
Yeah, but outdoors. I mean, to me, there's no doubt the predation is the biggest thing, because in my area, nothing's really changed. I live in, like I said, the southern tier of New York State, and it's pretty hardwoods. You got some farmland, like dairy farm and stuff like that, and none of that's really changed.
Yeah.
And yet the turkey population has been hit so bad, and so the habitat hasn't changed. It's more the predation, I think.
Well, I can talk about that from a firsthand experience. I hunt here in central Iowa. There's a farm that I've been going for years. A friend of mine has it, and the neighbors to the east of me used to have switchgrass and other stuff in there. They had it in CRP, and I mean, I had turkeys roosted right down below me like forever, habitually in the same roosting tree. They'd fly down, they'd do their little dance, and then the hens would feed off. And by 10:30, I would usually have an opportunity on a tom. I could call them in. They took that out of CRP, and they took all that switchgrass and everything out, and it's just fescue there, or right, like grass.
Right.
And man, Paul, I haven't seen turkeys in there for almost 2 years now.
Yeah. There's no doubt that the habitat loss is part of it. That's why I said I think it's a combination of several things that's really pounded them.
Oh, it is. Well, let me say hi to Rick and Dave and Tony and Brant and Dale, Richard. Good morning, Richard. I'm Radio Master. That's funny, Richard. Brant, trash pandas are tough on the pheasants too. I agree with you there. Jake, good morning, Jake from State Farm. Good morning, Skippy. Ooh, Skippy's in Arkansas. You know Skippy Peterson?
I don't. I might know if I saw him, but
yeah, he's a fine feller. He owns Gearhead Archery. Nice guy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing with the Hall of Fame this year? You guys having a big dinner?
Yeah, they have. There'll be some inductees. I'm not sure how many. It might be 3 to 5 coming in this year. It's a pretty big event they hold it in Nashville at the Grand National Championship, right during the Grand National Championship, and there'll be 3 to 5 guys or girls, whoever, will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and it's a pretty big deal. I tell you, it's quite an honor just to be in that group of people that I always looked up to and am a part of now and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah.
But they make a big deal out of it. It's a pretty cool event.
Well, they should. I'm going to be. I got a letter the other day from the Radio Spam Hall of Fame. I'll be inducted into the Pineapple Hall of Fame.
Well, awesome.
Yeah, I'm kidding, Paul.
Oh. You deserve it, buddy.
Yeah, you know what?
I've known you for a long time.
You know what my Hall of Fame is, buddy? When I get a check in the mail, that's my Hall of Fame. That's when I can pay my bills. I feel like I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to you. When I'm around town, and I always try to give you a shout out on a Saturday morning. I listen to you.
Well, that means a lot. That means a lot to me, to be honest with you. I appreciate that. So
yeah, you got a great voice for it.
Yeah, I got a face for radio. That's what you're saying.
No,
that's what Larry McCoy and all them guys on Respect the Game tell me. They only let me on the show like 2 or 3 times a year because you got a face for radio outdoors. Yeah, that's all right. Hey, let's talk a little bit about calls. This time of year, I'm starting to do as much education on calling and calling sequences, and we're going to start doing we got a partner, Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls up in the Pennsylvania area, We're going to start doing an educational series with them. And, Paul, of all the things that I've hunted over my career, turkeys has always been my favorite thing to bow hunt. You've always heard me say that.
Yep.
The reason that is because they kicked my ass for the first 5-6 years. I could not get a turkey to come in for nothing. And if I could get them to come in, I just trying to get my bow drawn on them. There's so many things that you have to do to get an arrow off on between their eyes and their ears, and them being so wary. It's tough.
Sure is.
And I just, when I started listening to people like you and talking to people on the radio and just understanding when, it's not anybody can call in a turkey.
Right.
You do not have to be a Hall of Fame person like Paul Butski to call in a turkey. I've always said I'm living proof anybody can shoot a turkey, because I will never be anything but an average caller at best. But it's amazing to me that how much difference your tone and when you call makes a difference. Would you agree with that?
I agree 100%. There's no doubt about it. You don't have to be a champion turkey caller to be a good turkey hunter. Woodsmanship by far is the single most important factor when it comes to turkey hunting. And that's somebody who, through experience, through time, you kind of know when to call, when not to call, when to move if you have to move, where to set up. These are all things that, whether you're a deer hunter or a turkey hunter or what, that's woodsmanship factor is the single most important thing. But, you want to be comfortable and you want to be proficient with your calling, because you spend all this money and you devote all this time to a certain sport. And you don't want to go out there in the woods and be afraid to call. Mm-hmm. So you want to be comfortable and confident with your calling. But you don't have to be a champion turkey caller by far.
Well, I can tell you from listening to stuff, and Larry and them guys still make fun of me all the time on the TV show, because they I think I sound okay. I think I sound pretty good. I mean, I've shot 91 birds with my bow now. I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Some of the worst turkey calls I've ever heard in my life, Paul, were real turkeys.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, and I always tell everybody, don't be afraid to make a bad call, because some of them hens sound horrible.
Yep, no doubt about it.
People
have a tendency to, they want to hear themselves out there in the woods, so they don't know when to shut up.
That's one of the biggest mistakes I made when I first started. I was calling too loud, and I was calling too often. Mm-hmm. Don't you think that's a common mistake?
No doubt it is. And, every scenario is different. It really is. I mean, nothing is foolproof with turkey hunting. I tell people this all the time. What works, 3-4 times in a row might spook that turkey on the fifth time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you try to stack the odds in your favor, and you remember some of the things that you've done in the past. And you watch how a turkey's reacting to your call, how he's responding to your call, and you play it by ear. I mean, definitely a lot of people way overcall. Once a turkey's committed and he knows where you're at, he's closing the distance, if you don't have to, there's really no sense in making another call. That turkey will walk right up right to the arrow or right to the gun.
Right.
It's just you want that turkey to make that fatal mistake of coming a little bit too close. And a lot of times, once they pinpoint it exactly where you're at, that's where they hang up. Stay at a distance.
Yeah, when they're like 60, 70 yards out and they're coming, I don't yelp anymore. I cluck or I'll purr.
That's all you need to do. Just a little purr or whatever, a little cluck. Just let them know where you're at.
Just tell them everything's fine, everything's cool. That old cluck and purr, man. It just.
Oh yeah, bread and butter call.
Yeah, that's everything. Come on over, big boy. 7-8. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, and there's those turkeys. It doesn't matter what you do. You got to run up your gun barrel, run into the bow. You know what I mean? But the turkeys that are a little, maybe pressured a little bit or a little more wary, maybe a 3-year-old and up, they're a little more cautious.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like I said, a 2-year-old or something, no matter how loud or how hard you're calling, he's just gobbling his head off and walking right in. But they're not all like that.
No.
So.
I'm telling you. Good morning, Hank. James, good morning. Thank you. Mountain Man, good morning up there in Pennsylvania. James says, no matter what you're hunting, you're going to make mistakes. It's about the correcting the mistakes and learning. That's exactly right, Jim.
Yep, no doubt.
Hey, Paul, can you hang through a break?
Yes, I can.
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about calls, calling sequences, and decoys with my buddy, Mr. Paul Butski, when we come back on the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Got a good guest on today. He's one of the, I tell you what, he's one of the most accomplished turkey hunters in the country. Super nice guy. If you ever get a chance to go listen to Paul Butski speak or look him up on YouTube and stuff, Paul's always great for tips. Good fine feller too. I've known Paul for a long time.
It's also helping me to stop.
You like that spam Hall of Fame there, huh, Rob?
Stomach issues to get relief.
That's about the only Hall of Fame I'll get. Morning, Jeffy.
Drops, gummies, and other CBD products that have been helping folks all around this country. These products are totally natural and are not habit forming. They will just help you start feeling like your old self again. So if you're looking for a natural way to find pain relief or reduce your daily stress, please go check out Emperor1CBD.com.
Oh, you like the big blizzard today in Des Moines, huh?
CBD.com, and your days will start feeling better really soon.
What was he supposed to get? 1 to 3 inches?
Mm-hmm. You love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field.
Sherry, I'll ask him if he'll do that for you. What do you want him to do?
It's Outdoors Dan here. Live action decoys are one of the most realistic.
You want him to yelp? You want him to cut?
While you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with
I don't know if he's got his calls with him, but I'll sure ask him for you.
System that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fin.
You don't want me to do it, Sherry. I sound like a wounded seal.
Even walk that Tom up and back while it's on the platform. Live action decoys are so amazingly lifelike, though.
Not yet, Fishing Dave. It'll be spring soon.
Plus, the good thing is they're made right here in the good old US of A. For more information about live action decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them at 815-677-1626.
I don't believe that, Sherry. No.
Take it from me, Outdoors Dan. They're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
Did you hear the news? The Olive Tap has a brand new location in the district at Prairie Trail in Ankeny.
Now, man, it's January. Why are you getting the motorcycle out in January? You need a sidecar for that thing, too. Did you see that post I put on there? My buddy Mountain Man, he gets a raise. What's he do? He goes and buys another Harley. His poor wife. What is that, Rob? Four Harleys now? 3, 4?
Not to mention 20 different varieties of balsamic vinegars, including raspberry, strawberry.
I could understand if it was a bow.
Dark chocolate.
I mean, you can go shoot a bow every day. You can't ride a motorcycle every day.
Seasonings, jellies, and other fine cooking items that anyone who cooks would enjoy. They even offer cooking classes and tasting parties.
4. Yeah, that's what I thought. You've got a problem, man. You need to go to a group. Hi, my name's Mountain Man. I've got a Harley obsession. I admit it.
Folks love to chase after the tasty crappie. And the folks at Pure Crappie.
How many motorcycles do you need, Rob? Come on.
Whether you dip, troll, or cast for them, PureCrappie.com has the baits, tackle, and
if it was me, I'd feel neglected. See, I'd get out in the garage and it's like, man, I'll ride you tomorrow. Don't get upset. You know, I'm not showing any favoritism.
That big buck has
I belong to a group.
You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few.
I give up on Twitter. I just can't. I don't understand why I can't get anywhere with Twitter. You can't hardly get any traction.
Let me see what I can do. Bucks can't resist.
About ready to pull it.
Is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home,
Twitter is broken.
It's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature.
Yeah, I don't get it, Rob. I mean, I post on there at least a couple times a day, try to get some traction. It's like, I don't get it.
To schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Morning, Rick.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
I'm about with you. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old USA. This segment's brought to you by the fine folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling. Let Wyckoff family help your family if you need any kind of need. Like Andrew. Andrew needs help. His furnace is out. Yeah, he needs help bad. We're talking with my friend, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Paul Butski, and we're talking turkeys. You still there, Paul?
I'm here.
So let's talk a little bit about calls. Whether someone's going out for their first time or they've got just a few seasons under their belt. Turkeys make around 26 to 28 different kind of vocalizations from everything that I've seen and read about. You only really need to know how to do about 4 or 5 calls to have it in your repertoire. Oh, did you hear that big word, Paul?
Yeah, I heard it.
Repertoire.
Don't ask me to repeat it.
I mean, if you can cluck and yelp, if you can maybe cut a little bit, do a basic assembly call, something like that. That's really all you need to master to be able to get those toms in.
Oh yeah, and the soft calling to me is like the closer. Just like you said, just little soft yelps or clucks or purrs.
Yeah.
That's the bread and butter stuff. That's that little convincer that gets them that 100 yards down to 30 yards and under.
Yeah.
So.
Sherry's watching us. She's here in Iowa. I said Sherry, not Siri. My phone's activating. She wanted to know if you could. Do you have any calls with you?
I do not. I'm actually at my mother's in Niagara Falls.
You're a Hall of Fame guy. You don't need a recall. Can you just do a basic?
I didn't make no calls this morning. That's for sure.
Do a basic hand call with your mouth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, come on.
Come on.
I can do that right now. I got done with 2 shows just now. I couldn't even. I'm having trouble even talking. That's some basic yelps.
There you go.
That's all you need.
3. Sherry, I tried for you, kiddo.
Well, yeah. If it'd be in April or something like that, it'd be a different story. But right now, I'm getting through the show season.
How do you not go through I mean, I figured you'd have at least 4 diaphragms and a pot call on you at all times.
No, I do, but I usually do, but I don't. I really this time of year, it's like. I've called so much through the years. It's like I have a hard time putting that call in my mouth for the first time. Like, probably in the next week or 2, I will.
And
then,
sure, that's okay.
Then you kind of keep a call.
I can't believe you're disappointing Sherry Pruitt.
I'm sorry, Sherry.
That poor young lady.
Sorry, Sherry.
Yeah. So
in a couple of weeks.
A hen, basic hen yelp. 3 to 4 notes. I think they'll do up to 7 notes, 8 notes. Their lung capacity isn't. I don't think they can do more than that one time, right?
Well, they breed. So I mean, I've heard some hens that really get cranking. When they start cutting and carrying on, they got a lot more wind than you do.
Well, I don't know if you want to say that, Paul.
Well, I think they do.
But I mean, in one sequence, you've heard them do more than 8 notes.
Oh yeah.
So on one breath.
Well, I don't know if it's on one breath. I don't know how they're, if they're breathing in at the same time. They're, after an exhale. But I've heard them carry on for as longer than I can. That's for sure.
So when you're out there yelping, do you do several? Do you do four? How many notes when you start your calling sequences and you're doing your yelps? How many notes do you do?
I don't know. I generally do like let's say, okay, yelp, 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 yelp.
Okay.
Then I'm going to throw a few clucks in there. Yelp, 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 yelp.
So you do 6 or 7 yelp,
Yeah.
6 or 7, then you throw some clucks in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always kind of break it up with a couple clucks in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Now, an excited yelp. Mm-hmm. That's when I crank on it a little bit.
Right.
Am I wrong to do that, or am I right?
No, you're not.
Okay.
I mean, it's that spring of the year. I mean, a lot of times hens are very. People don't realize that gobblers are very territorial in the spring of the year, but also hens are very territorial. Your dominant hen. A lot of times you can hear turkeys or see turkeys, and there'll be 8 or 10 hens and 4 or 5 or 6 gobblers and all that, and then there's one hen in that bunch where the minute she opens her mouth, they'll gobble at her.
Yeah,
it's like they focus in on a certain hen, and she's a dominant bird in that bunch, and those are the hens that want to be bred first. Those are hens that they'll follow. The gobblers will have a tendency to follow certain hens a lot more than others, and those are the more dominant birds. So they could be a lot more aggressive. Hens will scuffle just like gobblers will. They show a dominance.
Well, no, I agree 100%. I mean, I don't know. Yep. I bet you I've got on video from just doing my TV show for 20 years. I bet you half a dozen times at least where hens came in all strutted up and puffed up and banging on the decoys. That's a dominant hen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just like dogs, and I think they're a little submissive and whatnot. So they show their dominance.
What's a easy tip to sound like a dominant hen?
Well, when you hear a hen really cutting, that's like a pop, 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 real broken rhythm, sharp cuts. I mean, she's more likely the dominant hen.
Okay.
And a lot of times, this is a call I'll use a lot. Like when you have a heart, turkeys aren't paying any attention to you, and that happens a lot. You got a flock of birds out there, and they're not paying any attention. And then I'll get real aggressive with my calls sometimes, and cut and carry on. Then all of a sudden you'll hear a hen out there, pop, 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 pop. She starts back. Okay, then it's a nonstop scenario. If you're to kind of quit, they kind of quit. But if you kept it up and you get her really cutting and carrying on, the dominant hen in that bunch, she'll come over, she'll investigate what's going on over there. And, that gobbler might not be paying any attention to you, but he's following her along.
Yeah.
So you call that whole flock in that way.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing when she brings the boyfriend with her, isn't it? I'm just telling you.
It is. And that's what it is. I mean, it's a dominant hen, and he's following her along. I mean, not paying any attention to you, but he's not going to keep out of sight of her.
Well, let's talk a little bit real quick about when you cut her off. You want to cut her off, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's going to make her mad.
Yep, that's going to make her mad. That's more aggressive, and that's why I says a lot of times they don't run out of air like you do. There's been times going on for a couple of minutes. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
You got to grab some air, but she don't stop. I mean, she's nonstop. So you got to keep it up.
Yeah. Is there when you let me run this scenario through last year. I actually drove to Kansas 3 times last year and I never got a shot. That has never happened to me. I've always tagged out when I go to Kansas. That's my bread and butter state.
Mm-hmm.
I had hens. I could call hens and jakes in all the time, every day. I could not get those strutters to come in. They'd stay out there at 50, 60 yards, and they just wouldn't commit to the decoys. What do you do in that situation?
Well, depending on if you've got the ability, you let them walk off and you try to set up in a different scenario, different position. Maybe something just wasn't right for them to come into that particular spot. There's been so many times that, I've found that switching calling positions has made a big difference. I mean, if you tried not calling it off, you tried throwing a kitchen sink at them, and that bird's still not going to come, there's really nothing you can do other than let them walk off and try setting up in a different calling position.
Okay. Well, see, and a lot of times, Paul, turkey season, I'm self-filming. So it's hard for me to
hard.
it's hard to pick up and move because you got to move the blind, the tripod, your second angle cameras, and everything else. So
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's not always there, but moving positions is something to try. What about crawling out? What about crawling out and changing decoys?
If you got the ability to do that, or a fan or something like that. I mean, sometimes it's just something a little different that catches that gobbler's eye. Something that looks a little different. But a lot of times, if you're in that position where you can't move, it's tough, and you've tried everything. But if you have the ability to maybe switch up to a different decoy or just something a little different, or a tail fan or something like that, it can make all the difference in the world. I've had so many times where turkeys are not paying any attention to you at all, and then all of a sudden, especially if you got multiple birds, so you got 2 or 3 or 4 gobblers in a bunch, and then all of a sudden one of those birds pays a little attention to you. He kind of answers your call, and he kind of looks your way. Well, then sometimes you've seen where the other birds get a little jealous, and they'll just kind of ease their way a little closer to you, and the other one eases a little closer to you. And if you can get one of them birds to kind of commit, that can make all the difference in the world too.
Yeah.
Then they're running into you.
Well, I agree with you on the tail fans. I usually have a Jake DSD or a Tom DSD with a real fan. Yeah. And this year I think I'm going to use just a tail fan stake. I've got a friend of mine that's got a system. It's got a string on it. You can pop that fan up and down. And I'm just going to use that in the middle of a feeding hen, an alert hen, and a posturing hen. And
could make all the difference in the world. There's no doubt. It's very, very effective.
Yeah. One thing, I did not have this in my pack last year, and I kicked myself for it because I think it would have made a difference. A gobble call. I think if I would have had a gobble call in Kansas last year, if I would have hit that, I think I could have got one of them toms to come in.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you're turkey hunting, what works, like I said, 3-4 times in a row might spook that bird the 5th time.
Yeah.
Or that one thing that you do can make all the difference in the world and have that turkey come running into you. That's, nothing's foolproof. So you got to have everything available to you in your bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Try anything.
Anything.
If nothing's working, try it. Try gobbling. Try whatever.
I was so frustrated last year. I even threw my blueberry Pop-Tart at him. I mean, I was getting a little upset.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Yeah.
I go way. I forgot to tell you, Outdoors. I go way back with Des Moines, Iowa. I won the Grand National Championship the year it was there. It was in, I think, '85.
Yep. Well,
I got a lot of ties to that area.
Yeah. Good folks up here. I can't believe I've been up here 22 years already.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna hold you through one more break, okay? When we come back, I want to talk a little decoys with you.
All right, sounds good.
We'll be right back with Hall of Famer Mr. Paul Butski, right here on the Outdoor Call Radio.
If you're into the outdoors, whether it's camping, hunting, or fishing,
Morning, Jeff. There you go, Sherry. That's a good decoy. I had a stuffed hen decoy for years. I called her Ruby. She worked like a charm, like a gem. That's why I called her Ruby. I shot a lot of toms with her. I could talk all day to Paul. He's awesome.
With the added protection of a tent. Camprite features several models of tent cots units, including single and double units. They also specialize in sleeping bags, camping tables, cooking prep units, chairs, and other fine quality outdoor products. With over 17 years of field testing all these great outdoor gear products, Camprite is the right choice to make your adventures comfortable and carefree. Check out all these Camprite products at your local Sportsman's Warehouse store or on the web at camprite.com. That's Camprite with a K.com.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys,
I need to
gins, and
change this
vodkas
spot.
were born from
Remind
the
me
labor of Rob and
at the end
Christina
of
Taylor.
April.
It's amazing hearing the customers'
Morning,
descriptions
Parker.
of
How are
unique
you?
each bottle
Thank you,
was
Mountain Man.
and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas, Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open
They should have that
Wednesday
rye
through
whiskey
Sunday
out
in
here soon.
Osceola. They're located
So I
at
need to redo that
1400
spot when I
West
get
Clay
long.
Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits
Do
are
what?
also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online
I'm
at
doing good, Parker. Thank you.
reveltondistillery.com or
Appreciate
visit
you
them at the
asking.
distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to
Just trying to
sit
stay
back
busy.
and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in Ankeny that's your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known
Two more
brands
big bricks?
that have been
This is our second
tried
one.
and proven in the field and on the water.
I was gonna say.
Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat gear are also on hand to help you find
Don't do that to
fish
me.
when you go wet a lot. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices that will make sure you are outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling, you can also go shop 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com.
What's everybody up to today?
Planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure that you check out Sportsman's Warehouse.
Who's gonna win tomorrow? Chiefs? Whatever that team is from where? Ohio?
It's headed to your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not.
I'm thinking the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers. I don't know what's going to happen in Kansas City. I know what I'd like to happen. I'd like to see the Chiefs win. But
your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not
Who
treated
day,
on time,
baby? Who day?
of complications.
What's that, Bill? Never heard of it.
Get Eliminate clothing from Game Hide.
Isn't that the Saints? Who day? Who dat? See, I don't get that. Who dat? Who day? That's too close, man. Come on.
And needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Eliminate can help protect you from
Bill.
insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice?
Bill, are you going to send me a story for that new show? Bengals, Eagles, Super Bowl, Mountain Man says.
All animal Super Bowl.
Huh?
All animals Super Bowl.
An all animals. Burrowhead Stadium will be rocking with orange. Burrowhead? Is that what you just said? Burrowhead? Bill. Burrowhead.
Wi-Fi compatible. Feature live stream capabilities with over 2.5 hours of record
I
time.
love that.
Feature image
Burrowhead.
stabilization that's far above other cameras in its class.
Why are you such a Bengals fan? Oh, because you got T. Higgins on your team. That's why.
To capture more angles
Wow.
and shots like never before.
I just see it as a.
When you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing
I call it as
adventure,
I see it.
don't forget to take your Tacticam camera. You'll be
All you Aaron Rodgers fans, get ready because it looks like he's going to the Jets.
for more info.
We're not doing that again.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. My guest this hour is Mr. Hall of Famer Paul Butski. We're talking a little turkeys today. Turkeys, I flipped the switch a couple weeks ago. I'm already on bark turkey time. So, hey, Paul, decoys. You got a favorite decoy hen you like to put out?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I use kind of a half strutting Jake, and a submissive hen, a lay down hen, and that's been effective for me more so than pretty much anything else, I guess you would say.
Really?
Yeah, I mean I usually if I'm using a decoy, depending where I'm at. I mean, if I'm using a decoy, I usually use a kind of a half strutting Jake and a lay down hen, and then I'll just put a regular feeding hen along there with it.
That sounds good. Do you go back to New York and hunt quite a bit?
Oh yeah, I love hunting. It's the month of May. I love hunting New York. It used to be my favorite place to hunt, believe it or not, when we, in the '80s, when the turkeys were flourishing. But it's you start off, and I start off in March and down south in Florida and Alabama sometimes, and then just work my way around. But it's always good to go back home. And the month of May, pretty much most other seasons are kind of petering out.
Yeah, New York
started.
That's one of the later. That's one of the latest seasons, isn't it? New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the month of May.
Month of May. Yeah. What? You don't go out west at all?
Yeah, I do sometimes. Not every year, but I mean, I like Kansas. I hunt Missouri, Iowa, all the time usually, and I've done some Montana trips and Colorado and different places like that. New Mexico.
Yeah, I haven't got the Gould yet, and I haven't got the Oscillated. I probably never will.
I've gotten the Goulds. I haven't gotten the Oscillated.
I'd like to get a Gould once. I already got my Slam a long time ago, but I just good morning, Wade. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Wade, thanks for that poster, man. I don't know if you saw that on Facebook or not, Paul, but he sent me a Frankenstrutter. They own a company called Live Action Decoys.
Mm-hmm.
They take a DSD body, and he's got a system where the tail, you can actually move that tail side to side,
really?
pop it up and down. Yeah, look up a Live Action Decoys on Facebook.
I'll do that.
It'll blow your mind. But he sent me a poster they did. It's called the Frankenstrutter. It's like a tom turkey all puffed out, looking like Frankenstein. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I put that up in my office. That was I got that, and I said that's going up on the wall. That's awesome. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, Merriam's. I love Merriam's. Aren't they just a beautiful bird?
They are. I've done South Dakota and Montana and different places like that, and they'll come a long ways.
Yeah.
They will come a long ways.
And they're so vocal.
They are.
Yeah. What is your, in your opinion now? Just in the continental states here, what's the hardest one to get? You think the Eastern's the most wary?
I really do. I mean, it's just like they're the ones that are hunted the hardest, and like anything else, just like you hunt a big old whitetail. I mean, what makes them hard to hunt is if he's hunted hard, they adapt.
Yeah.
And I think Easterns are pretty much hunted the hardest out of all the turkeys, and like anything, I've run across tough turkeys in Texas or Montana or places like that too. But overall, I would say the Easterns, are I guess you would say the toughest.
Yeah.
But nothing, like I said, it just depends on the areas that you're hunting as well too.
Sure. Todd, thank you, buddy. Todd says good morning and great show this morning. Thank you, buddy. I don't know, man. I just Rios to me, Rios can be cagey. It just depends on the year, I guess. But the Osceolas, I've only shot one of them, and you can keep them. They, they shut up as soon as they hit the ground. At least where I was, it was like hunting a ghost. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got to worry about them stupid walking suitcases too. I just not real big fans of things that can eat you.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have a pair of boots and a briefcase.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, listen, I want to thank you for spending some time with us this morning. I don't get to talk to you enough, and I've always appreciated your friendship over the years. You're a good, fine feller.
And so are you, Outdoors. I mean, it's great and an honor to be on your show, and we got to hunt. We got to hunt, buddy.
I'm telling you, I'm going to hunt Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri this year. I'll get a hold of you and see where you're at, and I don't know. Where do you live at? You live out in Tennessee area?
No, southern tier, near the Pennsylvania border in New York.
Oh my gosh! Well, I've got a lot of buddies on the western side of Pennsylvania. Is that close to you?
Yeah.
You know where the Cabela's is in West Virginia?
Yeah.
Right. I was like 45, 50 minutes from there.
Oh, okay.
Is that close? That close to you?
Well, it's probably about 4 hours.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple spots to hunt. They've been asking me to come out there. Maybe we can do that. Why don't we try to plan that next year?
Okay.
And see. Because I mean that's a 12, 13-hour drive for me.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
If not, well, it's probably more than that. It's probably like 16. But I know we'd have a couple spots to go, and we'd have some friends to talk to. So
That sounds good.
yeah, we'll do that because I would love to. I'd love to share a blind with you and film it.
Oh, me too, buddy.
All right. Well, look, be safe and tell Mom hi.
I will, buddy.
If you need let me know if you need anything.
All right, Outdoors. You take care, and thank you very much.
God bless you, bud.
God bless you, too.
Thank you. There he goes, Mr. Paul Butski. I really like that guy, if you couldn't tell. Just super nice guy. 7:49 and some change. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
You're heading out on your morning hunt well before sunrise, so you can stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be
I got Deer Classic tickets in.
Location is without letting anyone know where you're at?
Next week, you're going to get a shot at some Deer Classic tickets. I think next week.
The onX Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The onX Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. onX is a mobile app that
what was that goofy song you played last week? You know what I'm talking about?
So,
is that off Artlist?
You
need to email me that.
Information that will help you be a better
I was trying to load some new stuff on the network.
At your app store today.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers.
Man, I know one thing. I'm starting to get arthritis right in here. You guys ever get that in your hand? I was playing with Raven the other day, and boy, I tell you what, it was like somebody took an ice pick and went right in my hand.
For anything you might need to keep your camper
getting old, man. It's not for the weak-hearted. I'm telling you. Every day it's a new adventure.
Call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
Taping your own hunts
as long as I can just run that call.
Capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy.
Robin, where are you at? Are you up in northern Iowa?
Very adaptable to any tree or ground blind
Are you up in Wisconsin?
Mixes are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions.
No, I am not singing. No. People don't like it when I sing on the show, Wade. I can't sing. That's the whole beauty of it. Did you hear that parody I did of Family Tradition? Did you see that on Facebook? I thought that was pretty funny.
Consumer Pro Video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your
that's what happens when you're up at 2:33 in the morning and you can't sleep. You start writing parody stuff.
For great video action. Sell that. Heading to your favorite outdoor spot.
Yeah. If I could, the thing is, Wade, if I could find the background music, it'd make it a little easier than try to do it without it.
The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every.
I don't know if they make background music of the songs.
The sharpening system is
where the lyrics aren't there. And people don't like it when I sing, Wade. I'm telling you, I lose the audience share. It's not good.
Kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision.
Usually I use that as a threat.
And flexible grips of belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time.
No, you use
Work Sharp knife and
Barry Manilow. Me or Barry Manilow?
Family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always a call away. So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners or the Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you. Or anytime.
Andrew can sing back up. There you go, Dave.
That's WorkSharpTools.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get through the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to...
Morning, Roger. How's it up there in New York?
Calling us for a confidential appointment at New Life.
Hope you're doing well, bud.
225-4006 in West Des Moines or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com. We are here to help you when you need us.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. All right, so I couldn't sleep the other night, so you know when I'm not sleeping, my buddy Wade over there wanted me to, I'm not going to sing it, but I will, by Sioux City. Robin said they're getting like 8 inches of snow in Sioux City. When I'm up at 2 in the morning, and I can't shut my brain off, I'll start putting stupid stuff on social media, and for some reason, family traditions from Hank Williams popped into my head. So you know how much I love doing parody stuff. So I wrote a song. I'm not going to sing it, but I'll read it. It's just if you know, it's a family tradition by Hank Williams Jr. It's wild turkey hunters have always been a real close family, but lately some of my kinfolks have disowned a few others and me. I guess it's because I've changed my direction, Lord. I guess my decapping went and broke their hunting tradition. They get on me and want to know, outdoors, why do you cluck? Outdoors, why do you purr? Why must you live out the notes that you mess up? Over and over, everybody makes my predictions, so if I get busted by a tom, I'm just carrying on an old hunting tradition. There you go. I sort of sung it. I am very proud of my decoy's name, although we're kind of calling, and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my position. If I get busted by a tom and call all day long, it's a turkey hunting tradition. There you go. Little Hank for you this morning. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hank Williams ever heard that, he'd probably smack me. What are you doing to my song?
No, cut that out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, it's gonna take forever for April to get here. I'm telling you. You killed it. Wade said I killed it. Well, thank you, Wade. I probably did kill it more ways than one, Wade. Yeah, thank you, pal. I appreciate that. But I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be here before you know it. We got a lot to do before April, though. We got that big deer hunting contest. That thing's almost up to $7,000. If you haven't downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app on your phone's device's app store yet, you need to do that. All you got to do is just listen in. It's totally free. We got different shows running Monday through Sunday, and I've got that contest promo running at least 4 or 5 times a day. And all you got to do is just email me the promo, what I'm saying the promo is, and I'll put you in the hat. But whoever wins that's going to get all your Triple H outfitting hunt with us on Respect the Game TV at Triple H Outfitters. That's a $45 hunt, and then you get an $1,100 bow. You get a whole bunch of stuff. It's almost $7,000 now. So make sure you download that app today and start listening. I'm actually going to be putting a new phrase up probably tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. All right, I got to go. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey everybody, Outdoors Dan here. Let me ask you a quick question. Are you a hunter? If you are, there's a group that I would like to introduce you to, and that's
Well, it's easier if you email it to me.
Honey Works for Iowa.
Where'd you put it in Dropbox at?
That is focused on not only what hunting is, but what it does for the state of Iowa. Did you know hunting in Iowa annually
commercials?
brings in huge
That's commercials.
resources?
Yeah, why would you put a song in?
I missed it.
Yeah, see, that's why I can't find stuff.
That's on you.
Yeah.
That part's on you.
No, you put it in the wrong file.
It's called Take the Fun Away.
Yeah, it's not Take the Fun Away.
So it suits you perfectly.
Oh, trust me. No.
to hunt here. So Hunting Works for Iowa is partnering with not only hunters,
Where do you
but
want
businesses all across the state.
Just email it to me so I can put it on my
If you
desktop.
want to learn more about Hunting Works for Iowa, or if you're interested in becoming a partner, please go check out their website at huntingworksforiowa.com.
Did I miss
When
Brandon?
it comes to archery, nothing is more important than making sure your arrows are flying
What's up,
the way
Jeff?
you need them to. That's why Pine Ridge Archery makes some of the straightest and quietest vanes on the market. The nitro vanes are designed to fly straight and quiet. They also have well pockets in the base of the vane to secure the vane to your arrow like no other. Pine Ridge Archery Products is more than vanes. They offer gear like the quick stand to keep your bow ready at all times when you're hunting from the ground. Pine Ridge Archery makes all these products in the U.S. and will always help your accuracy. Pine Ridge has everything you need to outfit your bow, from loops to servings, peeps, stabilizers.
What's everybody up to today?
Glue. They have it all at Pine Ridge. You'll find all these products at Sportsman's Warehouse stores nationwide or at your favorite archery shop near you. For more information, please go to
I got some buddies going fishing up north.
That's www.
Boy, the fishing up in Minnesota. Morning, Jeff. The fishing up in Minnesota's been good.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing
watching it snow. There you go, Richard.
Snowmobile trails or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you
good day to go take a nap,
but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or
Wild
styles,
turkey
please
hunters
go to
have always been a real close family.
Itasca Footwear. They will keep
I wish I could sing. Boy, you'd never shut me up if I could sing. I'd be singing everywhere.
Is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader.
And that one's gone!
A Des Moines radio group station.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Elite Archery. If you've taken the shootability challenge yet, if you haven't, I encourage you to go to your nearest Elite dealer like Archery Field and Sports. You can find them all over the place. Over in Illinois, got my buddy Sean Lotz has got a place, Sportsman's Warehouse. But, you know, Mark has a special place in his heart for Elite. I talked to him yesterday about it. It's heartwarming to know how much he loves and cares about, like the Omnia or the Era. You need to go down there and just talk to Mark about it and ask him why he loves Elite as much as he does. Archery Field and Sports right there in Altoona. If you haven't shot the new Omnia or the new Era, that's their new carbon bow, you're missing out. You're going to see what all the fuss is about. I love my Envision last year. I shot 2 nice bucks with it. Great shooting bow. Why did my picture just pop up like that? That was weird. I just had a picture pop up on my laptop. Now that was just goofy. What was I talking about, Andrew? Talking about what? Oh, shooting those bucks last year. I got sidetracked by that stupid picture. The thing popped up for no reason. So I'm just it's like doing the Unknown Files show. Weird stuff is always happening to me.
By the way, great one on Gettysburg.
Oh, that was a fun show. The Ghost of Gettysburg we did. Yeah, if you haven't heard the Unknown Files show yet, if you download the Outdoor Call Radio app, every Wednesday night at 7, we're doing a brand new paranormal show called Unknown Files. First show we did Bigfoot. We had some people from Oregon and Washington State on that actually did documentaries. That was a pretty cool show. And then the show after that, we had the Iowa Paranormal Group on. And then this last Wednesday was our third show. We did the Ghost of Gettysburg, and we had a really good guest on that does ghost tours out on by the battlefields and stuff, and really fascinating hour. So get a chance. Every Wednesday at 5 we're live, and every Wednesday at 7 we're live now on the Outdoor Call Radio app, and it's all free. And you might win a big deer hunt.
And you can also catch that on wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify,
yeah, Andrew's running that on. Yeah, but we want you to go to the app. If you can.
Preferably the app.
Yeah.
That's the quickest way to go.
All right. So anyway, go check out Elite. You'll love them. I love the Omnia. That Envision I had, I'm actually going to auction off one of my Envisions at Beast Feast. Beast Feast is February 18th at Stony Creek Inn. So you'll get a chance to get one of my bows there. But that Omnia, I can't wait to shoot some turkeys with that this spring. Good things right there. Hey, speaking of the app, we're going to, all my upland hunting buddies, are you listening? We're going to have an upland show coming up here pretty quick. I talked to my buddy Casey out in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Aberdeen is a hot spot for pheasant hunting. And Casey and them guys are going to start doing an upland show here in a couple months. So we're going to have a new cooking show coming on here pretty quick. And we're going to have an upland hunt show. We just added a weapons show with an Iraqi and Afghanistan war vet that's doing really good. That's called Victory Drive. That's a working class bow hunters actually podcast show. But that's been doing really well, and we got the Unknown Files on there. And then Warden Watch, if you missed the show the last couple of weeks, we got our buddy Wayne, who was lieutenant with the New Hampshire Conservation Department. He does a show every week now on Wednesdays called Warden's Watch, which is a very, very good show. So good lineups, and we're going to keep adding as we keep growing. So there you go. All right. So after this weekend, Andrew, we got it 2 weeks before the Super game, because I don't think technically I can say Super Bowl on the air. They get mad about it or something.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. So the Saturday before that bleep game,
the Super game. I like Super game.
Do you like that?
That's good.
Yeah. Whatever the Chiefs are going to be in. We're going to be doing a live show at Lotta Pop Popcorn. So yes. I will have tickets for the Iowa Deer Classic if you come out to Ankeny and see me from 7 to 9 at Lotta Pop Popcorn. Probably next Saturday. Would that be the Saturday before?
I believe so.
Are you sure? Isn't it Valentine's Day?
Oh, man. Speaking of which, I got to get stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know during the week, but we're going to be at Lotta Pop here pretty soon doing a live show. So it's all, you come out. Arlie's going to give you some free popcorn, and you can buy some popcorn out there to tell Arlie thanks for supporting the outdoors. You know, we're the only outdoor show in Iowa. Did you know that? As far as on the radio, as far as I know, I know we're the only one in the Des Moines market. But we need to support. We need to say thank you for people supporting outdoor programming, because I'm telling you, we need more people out there talking about it. Yes, we do.
Yes, indeedy.
Okay. 8:06. 8:06 this morning.
Good day, sir.
Crappie Connection, which is a great show on Tuesdays. Warden's Watch. Got a new Victory Drive I told you about. All right, let's do some outdoor news. Are you looking for something to do this summer? Are you bored? Are you retired? You need something to keep yourself occupied? Well, I got a solution for you. The Iowa Department of Natural Resources is looking for you. They want to find somebody that enjoys the outdoors, camping, and meeting new people. Sounds like a dating app. To consider becoming a volunteer campground host for the upcoming recreational season. You know what'd be funny? You ever remember Gilligan's Island? The house?
Yeah.
Hey, lover, what you doing, lover? You know, you get somebody coming in with their camper. Well, thank you for joining us here at the campground. Lovey and I are so glad you're here. You know, we'll have cocktails at 6. Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah, get a big old pineapple hat, you know.
Oh.
You can have some fun with that, you know.
I even put on an Australian accent for it.
Well, they're not Australian. They're like rich, tawdy people.
Like, well, why not mix it up?
Yeah. Volunteer campground host live at the state. Where do you get Australian for?
You know, because it will. You always remember somebody who has an Australian accent.
Really?
Yeah. It's like an Irish accent.
Name somebody that's got an Australian accent.
Australian accent?
Yeah.
My neighbor 2 doors down.
Your neighbor. Okay. Yeah. Volunteer campground host live.
Great guy.
Yeah. live in state parks from 1 to 5 months, assisting DNR staff with light maintenance duties. I wonder what that means, light maintenance duties.
Light maintenance.
So basically you're sweeping and emptying the trash. That's probably what they're saying. Checking in campers. See, checking in campers. You could say, hi, that would be, to me, where are you from? What are you doing? How you been? Yeah.
Ain't our problem.
Yeah. And being a resource for visitors enjoying state parks. You could open up a little resource stand, maybe charge maybe have a side business, $1 for campground, famous campground parking spots and the stories behind them. Man, look at the revenue stream you can make.
Yeah, do $2 a pop.
Yeah. Did you know that Lot 2B is famous here at our campground? Yep. We actually had somebody that was on Dating the Farmers TV show that camped here for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. For $5 more, we can continue the story. Yeah. Anyway, Campground hosts are provided a free campsite while they're actively hosting during the camping season. Hosts volunteer 24 hours a week, including weekends, holidays, and living on their site in their own camper. See, you could do
the experience.
Yeah, Uncle Jerry's jams. Sell Uncle Jerry's jams.
Uncle Jerry jams.
Yeah.
Say that 6 times
fast. $5 a jar.
Yeah. The possibilities.
Host positions are available at Bellevue, Clear Lake, George Wythe, Honey Creek, Lake Aquabi, Lake Darling, Lake Wapello, Pikes Peak, Springbrook, and Yellow River.
Let's go to the Wythe one.
Wythe one?
Yeah, you can't pronounce it.
Wythe?
You'd be a bad host then.
Yeah. Well, really? All right, you ready for some fishing? Fishing reports brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. Oh, hey, we're going to be doing this. We're doing the big Triple H outfitting dream deer hunt with the Respect the Game TV. Whoever wins this is going to get to hunt with us in Kansas and we'll be there filming the TV show. Okay, so you get to see Larry Mack or Paul or Ryan and I. One of us will be there, depending on who draws. But anyway. We're gonna have you get all the, it's like almost $7,000. You get the hunt, the $4,500 hunt. You get $1,100 elite bow. You get game hide clothing, pure whitetail certificates. You get a shoulder mount from Jones Brothers Taxidermy in Mitchellville. You get a Onyx subscription for a year. Brand new pair of Itasca hunting boots. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff. But let's see, what was I talking about? There was some. Oh, before we give that away, or in between there, here in a couple weeks, I'm going to have a couple mini packages that we're going to do another mini contest on. So we'll have 2 contests going on at the same time. We're going to be giving away a Tacticam 5.0 camera and a game hide certificate and a 4th arrow certificate. So someone's going to get a nice little hunting package there. And there was something. Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call. You get a turkey call from Todd Rupert too. So stay tuned. I'll start talking about that here pretty quick. So just to let you know. All right, let's do the fishing report. Arrowhead, ice thickness is around 8 inches at the boat ramp. Crappie are fair, gills are fair. Bacon Creek Lake, rainbow trout were recently stocked. Go fishing for some trout. Blackhawk Lake, the ice thickness is around 11 inches off the Ice House Point ramp, around 5 to 8 inches with the snow cover, so be careful out there. Walleye are fair, yellow perch are fair. Brushy Creek, ice conditions are variable. Crappie bite is fair, gills are fair, walleye are fair, yellow perch are slow. Crawford Creek impoundment, the black crappie bite is fair, it's hit or miss. Most fish are 8 to 10 inches with some up to 12. Yellow perch are fair, gills are fair. Moreland Pond, the rainbow trout bite is pretty good. They were stocked last week. Storm Lake, watch for open and water areas. Conditions are variable, can change quickly from one area to the other. Walleye are fair, white bass are fair, yellow bass are fair, perch are fair. East Okoboji Lake, ice thickness is around 16 plus inches in most areas. Deeper snow coverage has made getting around a little more difficult. Black crappie bite is good. Small jigs tipped with minnows or tube jigs and a bobber's working pretty good. Gills are good, perch are fair. West Okoboji ice thickness is about 16 inches at Emerson Bay and Howard's Bay, plus 14 inches at Tribojai, Okoboji, Triboji. Let's try Triboji. The bluegill bite at Little Emerson Bay and out to Tribogie has been very good. Crappie bite is fair. Yellow perch are fair. Bluegills are good. 12 Mile Creek, black crappie are slow. Bluegills are fair. Hayden, rainbow trout bite is good. Beaver Lake, the gills are good. They're catching bluegills in the mid-lake in the trees about 15 to 18 feet of water and on the top of the drop-off of the nearest water, deepest water off the lower part of the lake. Big Creek, as of January 25th, Big Creek Lake has ice thickness around 8.5 inches. Black crappie bite has been fair. Tri-jigging minnows or waxies and glow jigs over brush piles. Best bite is early morning and late evening. Jeff Curse up. There you go, Brandenburg. Watching it snow. Well, that's exciting. All right, there's your fishing report for the day. How about that? Man, we've done a lot in an hour and 15 minutes.
Sure did.
Yeah, we got a lot of content in there.
A lot of content.
A lot of content. So, haven't seen Larry Mack watching this morning. What are you doing, Larry Mack? Larry Mack's back.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. We
no. He was in New York all week. He's tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Never tired.
He's always tired.
Always?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the guy works all the time.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good guy.
8:15 here in about 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
We count down to 8:15. Here we go. And we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to talk to Smeltzer. We got to buy a car from him.
I told you. Matter of time.
Well, Jenny's lease is up. So she wants to keep the car. So now I've got to deal with him again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, in the next another 2 years, when you buy another truck, you're going to deal with them again.
I'm not buying a truck for at least 3 years. I made a promise to my wife, and I'm keeping to it.
You know what?
I like my truck. My truck's awesome.
I was going to say, I like it too.
Even Raven's happy about it. Boy, he got mad at me the other day. I had to go to the doctor, and what was that? 2 years ago, I had a cancer scare. I actually had cancer right there on my nose. They'd take off about a quarter-sized piece of my nose. I've had knee surgeries. I've had a shoulder surgery, and that was the worst thing I've ever been through. That was horrible. So I was shaving the other day. Those reports are nothing to carp about. Thank you, Kent. I appreciate that. Ha ha. I was shaving and I saw something that didn't look right, and it's like, oh no, man! Don't tell me I got cancer again. So I didn't sleep for 2 days. I was hoping it was just like a blemish or something, and it didn't go away. It was actually getting worse. So I called Dr. Love's office here in town. That's his name, Dr. Love, and that's who did the surgery for me. And anyway, I got in there and I said, he goes, what's going on? I said, please tell me that is not that basal cell cancer stuff again. And anyway, he did a little biopsy deal, and said, nope, you're good to go. And I'm telling you, that was such a relief off of me. Those are some of the worst or scariest things that you could ever have to hear. You got cancer. That's why we do that Beast Feast every year. I do that because my dad died at 58 of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but I'm telling you what, even though if you're going to get cancer, that's probably the thing to get. It's not like getting lung cancer or stomach cancer or something, horrible, or lymphoma or something like that. But I'm telling you what, it still scares the bejeebies out of you. I'm just, so I'm sleeping better. I slept better last night, I did, but yeah, what a week. And my dog. Raven, yeah. I had to go see Dr. Love, so I couldn't take Raven with me because Raven's spoiled. He wants, anytime I leave, he wants to go with me, and it's my fault because ever since he was a puppy, I've always taken him when I go see clients or sponsors, I always take Raven with me. Well, he's 3 years old now, and he throws a fit when I don't take him with me now. And I just couldn't leave him out there in the parking lot while I'm in the doctor because I didn't know how long it was going to be. And long story short, he threw an absolute fit while I was gone. He tore stuff. I mean, that dog is spoiled rotten. You hear that, Raven? You're spoiled. I'm talking to you, boy. But anyway, he just wants to be with his daddy. But he loves the truck. That's where I was going with that. He loves the truck. He loves that. I think that's his favorite truck we've had. So anyway, 8:18 and some change. Let me take a real quick break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
At American Family Life Insurance, we know that protecting your family's financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen.
That was a rough couple days, man. I thought for sure I was going to have to.
If you were to pass away, plus life insurance is often more affordable than you think.
I'd rather have a root canal than have that done.
Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American
24 below in Deer River, Minnesota. Good morning, Gary. Better you and me, buddy. That's crazy.
Have you tried
24 below.
Slick Tricks are one of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads on the market. Slick Trick just added to their arsenal with a new Torch Slick Trick. This mechanical head is a clear game changer. The Raptor Trick, Viper Trick, and Magnum heads are still available, as well as the standard Slick Trick that just won another award for best.
Gary, are you fishing this morning?
Bone-crushing penetration with superior.
How much snow did you guys get up there?
All-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. Bow hunters need gear they can depend on 100% of the time. You wait all season for that shot. Don't trust it to.
Now I got a hankering for pancakes. I don't know why. There's this little restaurant up there in Deer River, Minnesota. It's called, I think, if I remember right, it's called the Sportsman's Cafe. It's right on the main drag in Deer River. They've got pancakes. I am not exaggerating. The pancakes are this big around. They're bigger than Frisbees. I'm not making that up. They're huge. And they give you like 2 or 3 of them. You can't eat it all. But that's why I was thinking about pancakes. Pancakes and bacon. Boy, doesn't that sound good right now? Gary's that place still open? I hope so. I need to get. Boy, Riley loved that place when we went up there. They got good food. Gary says thumbs up.
Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from
I don't know. There's just something special about being up north and getting them big old. If I ever go to Maine or upper New York, upstate New York, I can't wait to get some of that maple syrup up there. They say that's just something really, really good. Breakfast of champions, Dave said.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa.
What would you rather have, a pancake or a waffle? Waffles are okay, but to me pancakes are better. And I'll tell you something else. What's better, a sausage link or a sausage patty? Now, to me, I think a sausage patty with maple syrup is better than a sausage link. I don't know why. It just tastes better to me. It's probably because when I was a kid, pancake. It's probably, thanks Dave. It's probably because when I was a kid, Mom used to fix those Jimmy Dean sausage patties. You remember those like 30 years ago? Give me a 4-egg omelet loaded. Oh, that sounds good. Man, those Jimmy Dean, they used to come in like a big roll, and Mom would cut those in, and boy, she'd make those big buttermilk pancakes, and you take that maple syrup and take that sausage and dip it in there. Boy, that was awesome. Sugar high for the day. Big old pound of butter on there. Probably not the healthiest breakfast. Sure tasted good though.
Or go online at petstop.com. Petstop.
Biscuits and gravy and an egg on top. Larry Mack's watching. Hi, Larry Mack. My little buddy.
If you're into cooking wild game or grilling,
biscuits and gravy with an egg on top. That actually sounds good.
Delicious meals are great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has
everything. Hey, Larry Mack, what about Connie's biscuits and gravy, huh? At Triple H. That's some good fine stuff right there.
Easy-to-use kits that are used at home.
Now I'm really hungry.
Low-sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or
real maple syrup is the best. Kent, I would agree with you.
Just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country. Look for High Mountain.
I still don't understand why a sausage patty tastes better than a sausage link. It's in my head. My wife makes vanilla cinnamon waffles. That sounds good, Jared. Vanilla. I don't think I've ever had a vanilla cinnamon waffle.
Taste great. This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. We were talking on Facebook Live during the break. Why is it that a sausage patty tastes better than a sausage link for breakfast? And we were talking what's better, waffles or pancakes in the morning for breakfast. You know, and waffles are fine. Jerry said his wife makes, Larry Max chimed in and said biscuits and gravy with an egg on top. And that sounds good too. I tell you, whoever wins that deer hunt to Triple H Outfitters is going to get to sample Connie's cooking. And she makes two things that are, well, actually three. She makes three things that are it just rocks the house for breakfast. She makes those really nice little sausage burritos that you can take out with you when you leave. She wraps them up, and then she makes little what do you call them, Andrew? Those little biscuit sandwiches. You got biscuits and cheese and a folded egg and stuff on it.
Kind of like a McGriddle or something.
Well,
or
it's that it blows anything.
Yeah,
you get
I know what you're talking about.
Just those things rock. But her biscuits and gravy are just amazing. I mean, you get up an extra half hour early to make sure you get some biscuits and gravy in you when she has them in the cooker. But I don't know. I think it's just something. When I was growing up, my mom used to take those Jimmy Dean sausage rolls in a tube, and she'd slice them up and fry them up in the morning, and when she made breakfast, and that's probably why I'm partial to a sausage patty versus a sausage link. But I'm telling you, now I'm really hungry. I was telling everybody there's a place up in Minnesota, up at Deer River, when I go fishing and hunting. There's a little thing called the Sporting Cafe, and they make pancakes bigger than Frisbees. I mean, they're huge, Paul Bunyan-sized pancakes, and they give you like 2 or 3. You can't eat it all. I mean, they give you so many. They're so big you just can't eat it all. And I'm hoping that's still open when I go up there. I'm going up there in June. I already got my cabin. I talked to Chad at the Pines Resort. I will be up there fishing in June. I'm not going to miss walleye season again. So, hey, speaking of that, we got a new partner on the show, Trika Rods, Trika, Trika Rods. If you go online and check those out, we're actually going to give a couple of those away here in a few months. But Larry and Mike, who used to own Raven Crossbows, actually started this company, and they reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and I'm excited to say they are official partner of the show. We're going to be giving away some. These are really, really nice rods. Lifetime warranty on them. 1 year replacement. No questions asked. We're going to have Tyson on to talk all about that when we here in a month or so. But I'm excited about that. I got 2 spinning rods. I got 2 for me and 2 for Larry Mack, because Larry's a fishing fanatic, if you don't know that already. But I can't wait to start ripping lips here after turkey season, and I'm going to actually get those out here in a couple weeks and start rigging my my stuff up for putting my spinning reels on, and I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'm just telling Gary Peck, not fishing today. I just went swimming below Winnie Dam. You did not go swimming. Look, you are such a liar, Gary. You went swimming below Winnie Dam. Then I'm going to walk to Deer River and have a pancake at the Sportsman's Cafe for some pancakes. You big fibber. That's my bear and walleye guide right there. You big fibber. I want to see video of you swimming below Winnie Dam in 26 below weather, Gary. You send me that video. I want to see it. Yeah. What do you get? What do you got? 25 inches of ice up there? Yeah. I want to see you climb through that fishing hole. Yeah. He sent me some really good video the other day. They were spearing fit. Boy, they had a big northern come in too. He's been doing good this season up there. I'm telling you. That's awesome. Hey, the Beast Feast is next month on the 18th at Stony Creek Inn. There are tickets available. Tables are available for sure. Just go to the look up on Facebook. Look up Family Cancer Network, and if you look them up on Facebook and click on it, right in the middle of their page, there's a little rectangle deal there. It says Beast Feast. If you click on that, you can buy a table. And we've got some really cool auction items. They're going to have a fabulous meal, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I will be your master of ceremonies again, and it's an honor to do that. So come on out and join us. And this is on a Saturday this year. Normally we do it on a Friday night. It'll be a Saturday now. So come out and join us, raise some money for some really good folks, families battling some bad stuff. And they do a great job at the Family Cancer Network. So I'm excited about that. What Jeff say? Good morning, Dan. There's nothing like the Triple Crown at Turkey Camp. Turkey, crappie, and mushrooms. I agree with that. That's the trifecta of spring, Jeff. I'm telling you. Crappie and walleye. Can you really separate crappie and walleye? I think walleye is my favorite eating fish, but crappie's right there. I mean, it's right there. There is nothing. You get a nice big fresh mess of crappie, and you roll that, put that in some corn flour or some white flour and some cookies flavor enhancer. Mix that up, and you roll that little nice fresh fillet in there. Throw it in some egg wash, dip it in again, and then throw that into your nice avocado oil. Get that nice 350-degree temp going. And then let that float in there, and it'll pop up about after 2 minutes, and pull that out and lightly dampen it off with a paper towel. Get you some fresh made coleslaw, maybe some mac and cheese on the side. I'm telling you what, that's a meal fit for a king right there.
Mm-hmm.
I do, man. If someone says you can only have one, I don't know if I could choose. I really don't. I mean I love walleye, but I like crappie too. Yeah, that's good eating. I'm just telling you. Now I'm really hungry, and I still got half an hour. All right, let's hit a break. We'll be back with Smokin' Joe Smeltzer. You can help me negotiate a car deal when we come back right here on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, what's your name? Here's a Mrs. Butterworth.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and
Do
Sports.
they even have that anymore? I thought they got rid of that.
Probably. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters
or
for
was it Aunt Jemima?
generations.
I
They
can't
have the
remember.
experience to
I
help
can't
you
keep
with your
up with these
purchase
idiots.
and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech.
You know,
and Bear,
you can
plus
say a lot of
all
things
the
about my
techniques
generation,
and
but we
accessories you'll ever
weren't
need.
afraid or
Mark and
offended
staff
by
are
a
trained
syrup
on all the
bottle.
latest tuning
I can
and
tell you that right
setup
now.
techniques, and our
We can
experts
start a
have
lawnmower,
to the bow
and we can clean a deer, and we're not offended by a syrup bottle.
Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions.
I love these little things on Facebook where they say we're going to start a revolution, and it's got these people in man buns and all these these Gen Xers or whatever they are, Gen Zers or whatever, and then climate people. We're starting a revolution. We're going to make it. Yeah, you can't even start a lawnmower.
Here. Do you have a message that you need help getting out, or do you
Cracks
need
me
help
up.
promoting your business? If you do, we need to have a chat. You ever thought about letting your vehicle do the promotion while you're out driving around town? If you haven't, let's talk a little bit about Chase Decals in Ames, Iowa, and what they can do for you. I just got my truck wrapped up.
Oh, I'm still thinking about Mountain Man and his fourth Harley.
Josh, Bob, and the staff took the time to find out exactly what my needs were.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a garage that's big enough to have 4 Harleys? I'd like to see how big his garage is.
Now, wherever I go, folks will be talking about the Outdoor Call Radio Network. If you need help getting your message out or showing people what exactly your business does, I want you to pick up the phone and call Josh at 515-292-6466.
Don't forget to call Smelter.
That's 515-292-6466. Or go online to chasedecals.com and start planning your campaign today.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present.
There should be another one in there for like the original sandwich.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love
I
about
think they got that on a rotator,
milkshake
but
is
that
the
peppermint's
little
gone.
pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the peppermint chip milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for the testimonials.
Save big bucks at the Iowa Deer Classic, loaded with the latest archery and shooting equipment, hunting gear, deer blinds, land experts, big game outfitters, utility vehicles, food plots and equipment, and lots more. Bring your racks for Iowa's Big Buck and Shed contests. Shoot the Hoyt 300 and 3D events, pro seminars and celebrities, free kids archery, bull riding, world record bucks, and more. Get details, buy tickets, and win great prizes at
Good morning, Paul.
IowaDeerClassic.com. The greatest whitetail show on earth, March 3rd through 5th, Iowa Event Center, Des Moines.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt. We have recently expanded our store to better serve your needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your
It's a sink or swim world out there.
ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights. We handle it all at JLM
From
Shooter
that
Supply.
generation that you can do
Please
that.
stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
Go on your own sometimes.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robin. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Herman's Fine Jewelers, Valentine's Day is coming up. I was just out there, actually.
What's that?
2900 University in West Des Moines, and I got a chance to visit with Donnie and Frank, and everybody out there at the store was doing great things for a lot of people. They've been helping people for 34 years, 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. They got in-store jewelry repair, custom jewelry options are available. I picked up a nice little Valentine's deal for my bride, and you can do the same. You got stuff you're laying around that you just don't wear anymore, or hey, you know, you maybe you got a piece handed down that you just don't have room for. Take it over to Herman's. Chances are you're going to get way more for your money, and you'll be able to get something you can use, like a new trolling motor or a brand new Elite bow. I mean, hey, we have needs, you know. You can do all that at Herman's Fine Jewelers. If you need to talk to them, or if you want to just see if you got something that they might be interested in, give them a holler at 515-222-2600, 515-222-2600. Herman's Fine Jewelers. Let's go to the phones and see what Smelter is up to this morning. Joey, good morning.
Good morning.
So what are we doing on my wife's car here? What kind of discount am I getting?
Oh, you're just jumping right into it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both feet.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like, good morning. Hey, how was your Friday? Was it good? You know, did you know it's went out? Did you get to work okay?
Yeah, well, I'll worry about that later. I want to get this done. So am I going to get my veterans discount on this now?
So this is probably my favorite transaction with you.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because you have no control.
I have no control?
Yep.
I never have any control.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, I will brag on him here a little bit, folks, because I do beat Joe up when I go to trade.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah, I do. I always do the that's a good deal, Joe, but I just need you to do a little bit more. And he just goes down and talks
to and then he goes to cries to Brett, finds Brett.
I didn't find Brett this last time.
This time.
Yeah, now I did the time before.
First time in a million.
Yeah, and hey, I'll say this about Brett. Brett Moyer's a good fine feller. I'll tell you that right there. A good fine feller. Because he's always there to say, you know what, we'll do whatever we need to do.
Go there was there to tip his cap and say, "Good deal."
Yeah, absolutely.
Does he have a bucket that he spits in?
Yeah. Matter of fact, if I would say if Brett was known by another name, I would have called him a goodly deal.
A goodly deal.
A goodly deal. But no, he's a real fine feller, that Brett is. So I will brag on him now, because during my truck negotiations last year, I said, okay, that's good, that'll work. I need one more thing. Joe goes, oh my gosh, Dan, what do you want now? I want a bug shield. He goes, a bug shield. I said, yeah, you put a bug shield on the deal and I'll sign it. He got me a bug shield, and he finally has it in. So I will brag on Joe for one thing. He did get me a bug shield.
6 months later.
6 months later. Yeah. Well, that's because they weren't
Better
available.
late than never.
Hey, savor the flavor. Just take it and run with it.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
It's a
compliment. He's off my back for the next.
But here's the thing: when I trade my vehicles in, they are so clean. You guys make money every time, so you guys come out too.
What's the point?
Well, I know we all have bills to pay. Yeah.
So. You play to win the game.
So what do I need? What do we got to do on Jenny's car now? So am I going to get my veterans discount? What am I getting here?
Well, unfortunately, on a lease, whenever you buy the lease out, it's whatever the price is set once you start the lease.
Yeah.
That's what the price is once the lease is over. So there's unfortunately no negotiations available.
There's no.
No. So it's a set price by GM.
There's no preferred customer discount, or we want to just say thanks and knock another 5% off.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Well, that's just rude, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's just rude.
You're part of that generation, remember?
Yeah.
You can do it on your own.
Well, I think you should at least get her a bug shield.
A bug shield, yeah. I'll split yours in half, and you give her half, and I'll give you half.
Oh, no, we're not touching my little baby's bug shield. My truck needs my bug shield. He needs his bug shield. Yeah, what did I call this one? Maverick 1. That's my truck's name.
Maverick 1, that's what you call this truck?
Yeah, Maverick 1. Last one was the Red Arrow. Red Arrow. This one's Mav 1. Yeah, because he's so awesome.
For it?
Huh?
Did you get new license plates for it?
Well, my license plate's Arrow 1.
Yeah, but did you get new Maverick plates for it?
No, I'm not. Are you kidding me? If I'm not giving up Arrow 1,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, people are mad because I've got that plate.
Really?
Yeah, people. I wanted that plate.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yeah, they're upset about it. So all right, so what do I got to do? I got to fill out a credit app, and it's
I'll have John give you a call today. Cause what time is you're done at 9, right?
Yeah, I'm done, but you need to talk to Jenny because it's her car.
Sure.
Yeah, you need
to
call.
John give Jenny a call after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just trying to show people I patronize you at Carl Chevrolet.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Right.
I got PTSD because of it.
Where can they find you, Joe?
In the snow today. I'll be here all day.
Yeah.
1101 Southeast Rural Labor at the Clock.
Yeah.
Snow Angels.
So if you get a lease deal done, hey, here's what's really cool. This lease deal. See, this is killing Joe. That we're gonna get that car for like $21,000. It's worth like 30 something. Because she had such low mileage on it. So
why does it kill me?
Well, because we got a good deal.
Oh,
we got equity in the car.
This hurts my feelings that you get a good deal.
Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, because it never fails. It never fails. 5 days after I buy something, there's usually like $4,000 more in rebates that mysteriously pop up. Do what?
And Jenny's buying this one, so she's buying it at a perfect time because there's not going to be $4,000 in rebates in 5 days.
Yeah, I'm telling you what.
Follow her purchase cycle, which means you need a new truck here soon, right?
No. I'm good for.
Just give it a year. He'll be there.
I'm good for 3 years. Man.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's already 2.5 down, I think.
I'm not even a year yet.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
My brain forgets things sometimes on purpose.
Yeah. All right. We'll have whoever called Jenny today.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Have a great day, guys.
Make somebody's day. He hung up on me. I thought for sure I was going to be able to get 5% off that.
I can believe the PTSD coming from that.
Oh, I just asked for. I'm fair. I don't think I asked for anything, more than that.
More than what?
Well, exactly. All right, let's see. So I got the fishing reports done. I got, where am I at? All right, just have Joe on.
Right now you're sitting in a chair.
I'm sitting in the chair. We're going to have the Lotta Pop show, I believe, next Saturday. I'll put it on Facebook to let you know for sure. But 7 to 9 at Lotta Pop, I believe, next week in Ankeny. Beast Feast is February 18th. Let's see. No. Temple Jigs. Temple Jigs. We got some jigs to tell you about here coming soon. Bojangles Baits has got something coming out. Let's see. And then Revelton should be any day now that the rye whiskey will be ready to purchase. So as soon as I get the word from Rob and Christy Taylor, we'll let you know. They're actually going to be on the show here pretty quick. So we'll tell you about that. All right, let me take this last break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Are you getting ready for hunting season? Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close. One thing after you've harvested that deer or wild game, where are you going to take it? Well, I have an answer. The Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has been processing wild game and general locker animals for over 15 years. Daryl and Angie are the owners, and they take great pride in the fact that they do everyone's order the way the customer wants it. You can have your deer, moose, elk, or even bear processed and hand-wrapped, cut to your specifications.
Yeah, so how about you throw in a year's supply of scent hangers for the rearview mirror?
Summer sausage and jerky with all sorts of cheese and spice
combinations. Yeah, you know the little pine tar things. Yeah, I think you should at least do a year's supply of scent hangers for like the Christmas trees and. Oh, you don't have to. I'm just teasing you. All right, yeah. Call Jenny on her cell or have whoever, and then we'll get this rolling.
This hunting season, you need to remember to work up your pet's activity level slowly. Don't take them out on opening day and expect them to perform without having any previous exercise. Remember to have a proper first aid kit for your pet when you go into the field. That should include bandage materials, gauze, antibiotic ointment, and items that could be used as a splint if needed. Plus a muzzle.
You too. Thanks, Joe.
Dogs will bite if they're in pain. Please make sure your pet is current on all vaccines.
Scent hangers. He's going to buy some scent hangers.
To make sure she is healthy enough to
Morning, Dennis.
Always provide your pet with protection from the elements.
She's going to kill me if if he goes and buys a bunch of those hanging Christmas trees. Oh, am I going to be in trouble? Daniel, what did you put those in my car for?
We're born to do. This message has been brought to you by Dr. Steve from Westfield Veterinary Hospital.
They need to make a fish one. Smells like fish. Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be the perfect gift.
Westfield Veterinary Hospital for the life.
Little walleye scent.
Has launched the best-in-class cellular trail camera.
Call it the grumpy old man scent. You ever seen that movie, Grumpy Old Man? If you haven't seen it, go watch it and you'll know what I'm talking about.
The easiest to set up, but the most affordable cellular camera on the market. As you know, you educate your game and leave your scent when checking cameras in the field. With Reveal, those issues are gone.
So we'll start next week. I gotta give away. We'll start giving some Deer Classic tickets away.
The Reveal offers half-second trigger speed.
Fish scent hangers. And Fish and Dave's all excited.
In 4G and LTE wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen.
See, another $1 million idea. If I just had money to start stuff.
The Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera.
Could have a whole bunch of scent: carp, bass, walleye, crappie, catfish.
$5 a month. The new Reveal by Tacticam saves time, gas, and most importantly, helps you stop educating your game. RevealCellCam.com for more info.
So it's time to refill the tank. Where are you going for a great meal that won't break the bank? Well, why not fill up at Central Standard Restaurant in Waukee? There's more than great burgers and handmade ice cream shakes waiting for you at Central Standard Restaurant. They specialize in great food like buttermilk fried chicken, smoked pulled pork, grilled salmon, or Iowa pork
buttermilk fried chicken.
To name just a few. Central Standard Restaurant features a large menu that will be sure to please even the pickiest ones in your crew. The daily mac and cheese specials will bring a smile to any kid from 5 to 50.
Today.
The shakes are just like Mom and Dad had back in their day. Cold, tall, and amazing. Central Standard Restaurant features shakes like birthday cake, cookie dough, strawberry cheesecake. Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla are always available as well. From large screen TVs and plenty of local and domestic brews, you'll be relaxed and enjoying your time at the Central Standard so much, it'll become one of your go-to places. Carryout is always available at Central Standard. Central Standard Restaurant is located at 1222 Southeast University in Waukee, Iowa. Just a short drive from anywhere. Central Standard Restaurant, the perfect place to fill your tank when you're hungry.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines' Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday, and thank you so much for making this part of your weekend. Just told you about some of the stuff going on the calendar. We'll be at Lotta Pop, I believe, next Saturday. I'll confirm that on Facebook if you check out my Facebook feeds. Beast Feast is February 18th, and that's the big two things right there. We got the Iowa Deer Classic coming up. I'll probably give away at least 4 or 5 pairs of tickets next week at Lotta Pop. Come out and see me. You know what we need to give away? We need to give away like a free dental screening. Well, I have to talk to him. But have we ever done like a free giveaway at Dr. Yagi's?
I don't think so.
Can you do that legally? Can you give away a dental procedure? I'll have to ask him about that.
I don't see any.
Here's what we could do. Wouldn't it be nice to give away like an Invisalign thing? I need to talk to him. Wouldn't it be, helping somebody have the smile they always wanted?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be huge.
I need to talk to the doc. He's my dentist. He could be your dentist too if you are new to the area or just looking for a new dentist. Go check out Advanced Family Dentistry at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. You can call for an appointment at 515-964-1490, or you can go online at anytime at ankenysmiles.com. Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, Dr. Yagi. He's a Jedi dentist, Dr. Yagi is. It's because he uses the Force to calm me down because I'm such a big baby. I actually got to go see them next month. I'm going to talk to them about that. I think that'd be kind of a fun little trivia thing.
I think that'd be nice.
Yeah,
I'd do it if I could.
Well, do you need help with your smile?
Always.
Yeah, he's a grumpy butt. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I just love the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry. When you leave there, they always say, "May the floss be with you."
The floss will be with you.
Yeah. Always. Not even going to do that, Obi-Wan. So, let's see. I got a $100 gift card to Bojangles Baits to give away here in the next week or two. I've got that turkey hunting package we're going to be giving away. We got that big dream deer hunt to Triple H Outfitters in Kansas. That's almost $7,000 worth of stuff. If you go to the Outdoor Call Radio app and enter that, it's free to enter. Just listen and just email me the phrase. It's super easy. And then if I draw your name, then I'll get your contact info there. You don't even have to give me your cell number or anything. Just email me. And all you got to do, and I'm going to probably change that today. So, you know what I should have done? I should have done it where if you need to listen every week and have all the phrases. That's what I should have done.
Next time.
That's a big prize.
That is.
7,000. But I didn't do that because I'm always trying to be nice to everybody. So, but that
you can still be fair and nice.
Well, I can't change the rules midstream.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't be a trout.
No, nope. So, let's see. That turkey hunting package is going to have a Tacticam 5.0 camera. We'll have a Fourth Arrow Fourth Arrow Camera Arms $50 gift card so you can get a POV steak or some other stuff to help film your turkey hunts. And I think I got a game hide certificate in there. And a Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call. Probably a friction call. I got to talk to Todd about that. I'm going to make him make the call choice on that. But man, that over and under, I was playing with that the other day. Boy, is that a sweet call. Man, even I can make that sound nice. That's pretty good. We need to get him on the show. He's such a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Harrisburg's next week. Boy, that's a big show. I got to do that one of these years. Yeah, anybody ever been to a Harrisburg show? It's like 9 days long. An outdoor show that's 9 days long. Would that not be awesome? Love that film. Brant says he loves Grumpy Old Man. Gustafson left a bluegill and perch behind the seat of Max's. Well, Brant, don't spoil it for everybody. Brant, wasn't it just one fish, though? I thought it was just one fish back there. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And part of it is because Walter Matthau reminds me of my dad in that movie. It's just every time I watch that, it just kind of tears me up a little bit inside because I miss my pop. Ah, man. Andrew, it's my last month of being 58.
Oh, man, what are you going to do to celebrate?
I don't know. Nothing.
Party?
Party?
Rager?
No. No, I think Danny and I are going to go see a Wild game.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what? I need. Let me see. Let me see what I got available for tickets. Why is that? Boy, my phone's just been goofy this year. Dun dun dun. Anybody want to go see a Wild game? Let me see what I got for tickets here. Because I know last night I didn't get to use my tickets last night. So I've got tickets for February 19th. It's Iowa Wild versus the Rockford Ice Hogs. That's a Sunday game. If you want to go see that game, just call 244-1350, 244-1350, and Andrew, just tell Andrew, and he'll get your information, and we'll go from there. So that's going to be a February 19th game, and let's see. Yep, that's the next one in there. So we'll do that. All right, next week's show, we got some cooking stuff coming up, I believe. We got Melissa Bachman's going to be on next week, I believe, too. Now, we've never had Melissa on the show before. I'm really excited about that. I think she is a very, very good, accomplished outdoors person there. And it's always fun to have. It's always fun to have new people we haven't had on before, and she does a great job. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And Pat Reeves is going to be on here in a couple weeks. I'm trying to think who else we got. We got a bunch of guests coming up. T-Bone, Travis T-Bone Turner is going to be on. We like T-Bone. And I think I got some stuff coming up in March too. So, yep, I'm looking forward to that. All right, man, we're done. Oh, if you want to try Onyx this year, I can save you 20% off. If you go to onyxmaps.com/hunt, you got to go to their website. Don't do it on the app. Do it on the website. www.onyxmaps.com/hunt. I'll get you 20% off. Just use the code OCR20. Oscar Charlie Romeo 20. And that's all you got to do. And you'll get it's like $20 off for the year. So always there to help and provide some help when I can. All right, big week coming up on the Outdoor Call Radio app. We got some new shows popping up. You got a new phrase that pays to listen to for the Respect the Game and the trophy, the Triple H Outfitters Dream Hunt to Lincoln, Kansas. I'm trying to listen to Andrew and talk at the same time. It ain't working out. Who got it? Jason?
Yes, Jason got it.
Hey, congrats, Jason.
I mean, congrats. He's really excited to catch that. Big hockey fan.
Oh, well, there you go. And they're good seats too.
Oh, great seats.
Yeah, these are even better than what we had last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So, hey, and Charlie Monday, I want to say thanks to Charlie Monday out of Grandview University. Go Vikes! We're helping them with their recruitment for their Scholastic shooting sports team. So, if you have someone that's in the shooting sports and looking for an educational scholarship, you might want to give Charlie Monday a call over at Grandview, and they got some exciting things going on. And tell them you heard about it on the Outdoor Call Radio Show. Will you do that for me? But thanks to Charlie and Grandview University, we're very honored that they thought about us promoting that team. So we'll be doing that all year. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week. We'll be back on the air again on Wednesday on the Outdoor Call Radio app and on Facebook. So if you need anything, just shoot me an email or shoot me a private message on Messenger, and I will get back to you. Until then, be good to one another. We're all in it together, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. All right, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Let me know if you need anything. Otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend and be safe out there. Thanks, everybody.